Hi students, today we will start our new section, that is Java programming language. Before we start study about Java, first we have to understand the meaning of programming language. And before that, first we will see what is program. Program is nothing but a set of instructions. Program is nothing but a set of instruction written using any programming language. That means for writing the program, computer program, we must need a programming language. And with the help of that programming language, we are writing a set of instructions, and this set of instructions are called program. If anyone asks you what is a program, then in few words we can tell set of instructions. Set of instructions written using computer programming language. Programming language. Now it is a program. Now we will see how a programs work, who writes the program. That means programmers are writing the programs using certain programming language. Programmers are using so many programming language. In that, first, who are the programmers? The person or personnel in computer, we are calling the specialist or expert as a personnel who performs the act of writing program. The person or personnel who performs the act of writing program using computer programming language, they are called programmer. They are called what? Programmer. And for that writing the program, they are using so many languages especially made for computer like C, C++, Java, Python, and so many languages are there. Then, as we all know, Java is which kind of language? Object oriented programming language. And before study Java, we will also see what is the concept of OOPS. That means object oriented. Now we will see the concept of OOPS. What are the concepts of OOPS? And here I have written four main concepts of OOPS. And in that, these are the features. These are the features which enables the Java to write object oriented programming. And in this, first is inheritance. As you all know, inheritance is a biological terms. That means when a child acquiring a properties of its parents, then it is called this child has a characteristics or features of its father. That means here when we are writing any class, that means we can inherit the feature or behavior or attributes of parents class. That means already we have written the code, then we don't need to write the code again. We can reuse the code what we have written earlier, and this feature allows such a property in that we are using the codes what we have written earlier, and in that new class has already acquiring the properties of parents class, and along with that we can write some new property. That means whatever we will get, the new class has some more feature, and in that features there are two kinds of feature. First one, the properties or behavior inherited by the parent class and some of its own feature and attributes, and this is called the inheritance. Now polymorphism, as you all know, poly means more than two, and morphism is performing a task. That means when we combine these two words, it becomes performing a task in more than two ways. That means polymorphism allow us to perform our task in many ways. That means we have to write only one method, but that method will be able to perform so many types of work in a different way, work of same time but in a different way. But polymorphism allow us to write the method one and use the same method in different situation with different techniques. And next one is abstraction. Abstraction means what? It is the process. Abstraction is the process in which we are hiding the function, we are hiding the data, we are hiding the data and showing the functionality of a method or object or a class. Here what do you mean by hiding the mechanism and showing the functionality? Suppose whenever we just go over a restaurants, they are preparing the foods or whatever we are ordering inside a room, but we are able to eat burger, pizza and all other things. That means they are not showing us the mechanism, the process, how these things are prepared, but we are getting the taste of a pizza and we are able to eat pizza, burger and all that things. If we will take another examples, in that you can see, as we switch on for fans, that means that electric fan start running, but we don't know how the electrical energy is converted into mechanical energy, and mechanical energy provide us wind energy. Like that, abstraction, it hides the mechanism or data but show the functionality of the method, object or class. Next one is encapsulation. Here if we compare it with a common medical capsule, in that what is there, capsule is especially meant for binding the ingredients of the medicine. Like that, similarly here encapsulation is used to binding our data and methods together so that they can be secured and we all will be able to use that only function of that class or object. And these are the main features of object oriented programming language, and this makes the Java what about Java is. And these are the basic concepts of object oriented programming. Without these features, we cannot consider any programming language as an object oriented programming language. In the next session, we will see how Java programs executes. On the basis of that, we will also study the feature of the Java. Thank you.